Click, but I don't want to show. Okay. So, I think you can hear me now. Let me just see. Don't want to show. Yep. You can hear me. Okay, good. All right, so we're just going to fully show my screen. So I'm trying to figure out how to use this tool before we go live on Clubhouse. So yeah, I am the comic relief for the day, trying to figure out how to use this tool. Hide on stream. Okay, but I don't want to show on screen. Okay, so I don't know how to do that. I will just put it in the corner, I guess, and we'll figure it out later. We can just show your screen only and not show yourself. How about them apples? How about them apples? Okay. We're not going to show my beautiful face this morning. All right. I think I got it. Now I can go live on Clubhouse. And hopefully we are live on a couple of different platforms. So let's just see. Dun, dun, dun. This is so much fun. Learning new technology. Let me just say I played with this yesterday too. And the day before. And I don't know if I got any better at it or not. So, oh my gosh. All right. Let's see today. All right, start the room. I think we are live now. Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Nicole with Live with eCom Sellers. And I had to fumble through trying to go live on Facebook using a new tool and Clubhouse and Instagram all at the same time. So I don't know. Today's broadcast might be a little weird, but my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey, helping them to be more focused, more consistent, more productive in their e-commerce business. So if this is your goal, your mission for yourself, then I am here for you. I'll be your biggest cheerleader. You can connect with me. Again, we're on Clubhouse, we're on Facebook, and hopefully we're on Instagram. And every day this month, we have been choosing a new topic to focus on before we get into our daily checklist. And today's focus is around productivity. Again, I'm testing a new tool, so hopefully I'm live everywhere. Um, if I'm not, it's okay. It's all right. We work through these challenges, even though we tested twice yesterday. So, if you feel like you need a little bit of coaching and support, you can schedule a free 20-minute coaching session with me. You can go directly to ecomsellers.com, click on freebies, and schedule a free 20-minute coaching session. I'd be more than happy to help you on your e-commerce journey and to help look at your schedule and see what we can do to help improve it so you can get to that $1 million seller status. In addition to that, you can download our daily checklist directly in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. So you can go to Facebook, join the e-commerce planning Facebook group. It is an open Facebook group. And I encourage you, if you need some support along the way on your e-commerce journey, you can join eCom Sellers Academy. It's $17.99 a month. And you get, of course, free weekly training sessions. You have a coaching session. You have live Q&As. And you also get a free 10 retail arbitrage, online arbitrage list, and wholesale list. So with that being said, let's get after today. Oh, if you haven't gotten the e-commerce planner, that's the last thing. Sorry. This going to a new platform kind of threw me off. But anyway, you can grab the e-commerce planner. It is the ultimate e-commerce planner. It was designed for sellers by sellers, and it is specifically designed to help you on your e-commerce journey. So with that being said, today's topic is around productivity. So we are broadcasting live, hopefully in the Facebook group, and you can pick up the article that we're looking at. It comes to us from Entrepreneur, and it says 7 ways to boost your weekly productivity. So we are randomly choosing a specific topic around either your e-commerce business or specifically about being an entrepreneur to help you to become a better, more efficient, more organized, more focused, more productive entrepreneur. So let's see what they have to say in Entrepreneur Magazine on the 7 ways to boost our weekly productivity. And then we will go through our daily checklist. So the first thing it says is to take time to declutter. Okay, I agree with that. It says take 5 to 10 minutes before bedtime to declutter your home. This will quickly eliminate those moments in the morning when you rush and you can't find something, or it allows your morning routine to move along more smoothly. I 1000% agree with that. One of the things we do in our daily checklist is we talk about organizing our day for tomorrow, and so we do go through what are the things that we need to do. But adding an extra 5 minutes to kind of organize your life before you go to bed, and you wake up with less chaos. I will tell you that. So, yeah, I make my boys go around the house and pick up things and put things away and take things down to the kitchen and, pull their lunch together. So we have a nighttime routine that we go through. So if you don't have a routine, I would encourage you to do that. As an entrepreneur, especially when you're working from home all the time, you have stuff, a lot of stuff sometimes. And so taking a moment just to organize it so you don't wake up in the morning to chaos can actually help you have a better day. So, number two on the list says create small, manageable to do list. I 1000% agree with that. So, we always talk about building our schedule for tomorrow, building our schedule for the day. So, creating small, manageable to do lists will help you on that journey. I 1000% agree. And so, as we build our date, go through the daily checklist, which we're going to go through here shortly, we'll be able to go through that exercise of creating a manageable checklist. The other thing is, like you may be a person you like to-do list or you like checklists. I personally like time blocks. Either way, I put a little checkbox there so I can just mark through how, what I did in that hour. That's just me personally. I feel like I'm able to get more things done if I assign a task to every hour. But that's me, probably being an over organization freak. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. Number three says tackle your biggest task when you're most alert. Oh, absolutely. We have talked many times over the last couple of months about everyone has the most productive time of the day. Everyone does. You do, I do, all of us. And so being able to work on things during your most productive time of the day, the things that are going to require the most thought or the most intense focus, or just the amount of energy that you have to put into it. And I also say that you should look at what your priorities are for the day and maybe put them in your most productive window. So the first thing is figuring out what your most productive window is. And I think one of the easiest ways to do that is to actually document what you do for about a week. Don't change it, don't reorganize it, don't restructure it. And hopefully, in that writing down what you can write down what you do every hour, it will start to reveal itself that I feel like I get the most things done during this window, whatever this window happens to be. And so you may discover that this window is first thing in the morning, or it could be right after lunch. For most people, they're comatose after lunch, or it could be right after the kids go to bed and you get like a second wind and you feel like you get a boatload of stuff done right then. But doing things that are difficult, things that are hard, or require the most amount of thought, or the most amount of your energy, or the most amount of focus, or your priority items in your most productive time of the day, that's great. So then you can put the easier task when you're not as productive and it doesn't require a significant amount of focus. So, product research for me, I do that in my most, productive time of the day. I do keyword research, I do listing research, things like that. And I may do actually some sourcing related activities during my most productive time of the day. Other tasks that I might do is some of my administrative tasks. So, administrative tasks that require me to analyze my sales and my reports, and back office numbers, and things like that. So, I may do that during my most productive time of the day. So, you figure out what works for you. But I agree with that list. Next, resist multitasking. Absolutely. Talk about that all the time. That's just why I do time blocking. So then that way I can focus on one specific thing at a time. I have, for a significant amount of my life, tried to do this multitasking thing where I work on two or three things at a time, four things, five things at a time. No, 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 no. And so what you end up doing is you half blank do everything. You like work on this for 15 minutes and then 2 seconds. And then you work on this thing and oh, put that down and put this over here. And so it is a lot of random chaos that happens. Whereas if you figure out how to do things more in a linear fashion, so that way you can get through those things. There may be some things where I'm only going to focus on this intense task for an hour. So maybe I don't get it 100% done, but I do bring it closer to completion. So if it's something I'm doing throughout the entire week, and I don't want to say I'm going to sit here and spend 8 hours working on this one thing, I may spread it out throughout the week so I still get it done, but I'm going to give it everything I got for a dedicated amount of time and then move on from there. So I'll just say tackle one thing at a time is what they say on the screen. Again, we're looking at an article from Entrepreneur Magazine. It's 7 ways to increase your productivity. So you can check that out and it's online. The next one is take short breaks and to get you moving. So take short breaks to get you moving. So I agree with that. I work to, I'm not going to say I'm consistent about it, so I'm not even going to lie. But I work to take a walk every day. I picked that up from Miss Kathy. If Kathy, you're listening, she gets up early in the morning. She walks her dogs out in the country. And I said, you know what? I need to do more walking. I need a little more walking in my life. So I said, okay, we're going to do this. And I was proud of myself because we just recently had our specialties Easter egg hunt, and this is Autism Awareness Month. If you don't know, I have 2 special needs kids, and so my passion is, of course, the special needs community because I'm a vice president of a nonprofit, and I also run multiple businesses. But anyway, one of the things that I had to do is be on my feet a significant amount of time before our for the Easter egg hunt. So I was like, okay, you're going to have to build up your endurance a little bit because I'm still 65% lung capacity from COVID. So one of the things I did was I was like, okay, I'm going to be intentional. And for 3 weeks straight, I got up and I went walking for at least 20 minutes. So I found that it helped me. But the other thing is I always take breaks throughout the day. I will play a specific YouTube video or so in the background as I go and take my break, whatever it is, fixing my lunch, going to go grab some files, whatever. So I'll work for about 25, 30 minutes, and then I'll take a 5-minute break and then go back and work. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is you need to do in your business, again, figure out where you have break opportunities. One of my favorite things is to listen to, like I will listen to Bruno Mars or I will listen to Missy Elliott in the background, maybe 2 or 3 songs, kind of get the blood pumping again, get moving, get excited about what it is I have to go do or get or pull from wherever because I've got inventory everywhere. Not everywhere technically, but I just have a lot of inventory. And so we're working on burning through the inventory before I get into too deep into the summer months. So take that opportunity to take a break, get moving. It actually helps your brain juices to kickstart you for the next round of whatever it is you got to do. Okay, so the next one says implement the 2-minute rule. Not really sure if I remember exactly what this is, so we're going to read it just for a second. So David Allen coined the 2-minute rule in his best-selling book, Getting Things Done. You don't have to read this book to get to the point. So if you see a task or action that can be completed in 2 minutes or less, doing those tiny, do it during those tiny windows at work or at home when you don't have more pressing tasks to do. I agree that you should try and get through or work to get through things that you can burn through very quickly because it makes you feel like you get more stuff done. So um, I don't remember reading the 2-minute rule, but I have read a lot of stuff. So, hey, my brain is not what it used to be pre-COVID. So probably have read this. But in any case, I do agree that if you can burn through a bunch of things very quickly to completion. Now, I'm not, again, not trying to halfway do stuff. So if I can burn through some things very quickly, like I can get this shipment out and it's going to take me 5 minutes to do it, or I can print these labels, or I can whatever it happens to be. So I can print off all my labels to go on the stuff that's going to that's going to be shipped into Amazon. I can do those things very quickly. I just knock that stuff out or slap the labels on things, open the box, slap the label on it, close the box. So things that are really fast, I love getting through that because I can just check that off the list very quickly. All right, and number 7, which is last but not least, learn how to say no. Yeah. This is always a challenge for me because ideas and thoughts come to me. So I keep a notebook so that if I have a creative thought, I don't lose it. But my business partner would tell you that, like, Nicole, you have all these great ideas, but you can't do all of this. And I absolutely agree. Learn how to say no to your family. Learn how to say no to your thoughts and your ideas, especially if you're a person that jumps from opportunity to opportunity. learn how to say no. Okay. Learning how to say no to stuff, learning how to say no to requests. Like I tell my kids, no, we're not doing this. And this is the reason why. Like, okay, this month we're not eating out. So the rest of this month, I don't want to hear it. Don't ask me. I'm like, we're not eating out. Or we're not doing this, or we're not doing it. Whatever it happens to be. You got to learn how to say no to some things in your business. And you also have to learn how to say no to yourself. Not everything that you learn, not everything that every coach that you listen to, and it's helping you on your journey. Like some of the things that they give you are amazing and awesome, and they will work in your business, and other things, it may not work right now. I believe that there's a season for everything. And so if you do things out of order, or if you jump the gun, or if you are one of those people that have shiny object syndrome and you just jump at the next thing before you fully complete or commit to something, you'll never get anywhere. You're not going to make the progress that you want to make. So again, I just think that you have to learn how to say no to yourself, and you also have to learn how to say no to your family. And as my business partner would say, you have to learn how to say no to your business partner. So, with that being said, I hope this was helpful. I hope we're still live. I hope we're live everywhere. I really don't know if we are or not. I'm gonna have to go back and look. So, in any case, let's go through the daily checklist, shall we? Shall we? So you can download the daily checklist from the e-commerce planning Facebook group. Again, today's topic was productivity. The article came to us from Entrepreneur Magazine. And again, you're more than welcome to go check it out. Again, it was 7 ways to boost your weekly productivity. I think I said 7 ways to increase your productivity. But anyway, 7 ways to boost your weekly productivity was the article. So feel free to go read it in its entirety. Hopefully it'll help you on your e-commerce journey. So we're going to go through the daily checklist, and then we're going to get this day kicked off because there's a lot of stuff to do. It is Tuesday, April the 26th. My name is Nicole Whitlock, and I'm with eCom Sellers, and my passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey to becoming that $1 million e-commerce seller they've always wanted to be. So if that's you, I am here for you, and I will support you and be your biggest cheerleader on this journey. You can schedule a free 20-minute coaching session with me by going to ecomsellers.com, clicking on freebies, and choosing the 20-minute coaching session. In addition to that, we can go through and look at your schedule, see what it looks like, or help you build one if you feel like you don't have one that really works for you and your current life, because everyone's schedule is unique to what's happening in their life. The other piece of that is that I think that you should get the e-commerce planner. I'm biased. Yes, it was created for sellers by sellers, and I feel like it'll help you to be more productive, more focused, and more organized in your business, so you can go grab that. And last but not least, if you need help with support, you can join eCom Sellers Academy for $17.99 a month, or you can grab the lifetime and get a free planner, either one. So you can join eCom Sellers Academy at www.ecomsellersacademy.com. You can grab the e-commerce planner at www.myecomplanner.com. So today's daily checklist. We're going to be intentional, and we're going to be consistent in our business. We're going to take intentional action every single day to help us get to that place where we become that $1 million seller that we've always wanted to be or envisioned being. Some of you have some amazing ideas. You have some amazing products. You have like great private label products, or maybe you've got a great supplier for drop shipping. You've got a lot of different things going on in your life, and you just haven't figured out how to make the two work together. So join us in our daily sessions. You can join us in our weekly sessions, and we just did our monthly session. The weekly sessions are 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on Saturday. So the first thing is that 15 minutes before you go to bed. That's the first part of this checklist. Yeah, we're talking about last night. We're talking about what you should have did last night, hopefully. So I always believe that you should carve out at least 5 to 15 minutes to go through your day and to plan for tomorrow. 15 minutes is optimal, but if you participate in the weekly planning session, you can spend 5 minutes doing this activity. So let's go through it. The first thing, the night before, that would be Monday night, is that we are going to assess Monday. We're literally going to review and see, how did we do Monday? Did we get things done? Did we not get things done? What did we get done in our business? Like we said, listings. Did we create the listings? We said we were going to ship some stuff to customers. Did we ship stuff to customers? We said we were going to order some new inventory for Prime Day. Are we preparing for Prime Day? I don't know. Did you do that? If you didn't, then we want to make note of the things we didn't get done. We're going to celebrate the successes that we did have in our business. We're not going to beat ourselves up. We're going to allow some grace and mercy, and we're going to what we did get done, because whatever we didn't get done, maybe we move it to today, or whatever we didn't get done, maybe we move it to next week. Now, keep in mind, this is the last full week of April. This is it. So next week is the first week in May. So our goal is to finish strong. We are at Tuesday. We got to get through all of our goals for the month of April, as many as we can get through. Again, if we don't get them all done, we're not going to beat ourselves up because we did make progress. And every month you will get better at this. So, how did we do Monday night? Only you will know. Let's put it in the planner. Let's make a note of it. Then the next thing is that we're going to document the daily tracking stats. How many listings did we create? How many items did we ship? What were our sales? What were our profits? What was our mileage if we drove around? What was our expenses for the day? We're going to document everything about it. How many hours did we actually work in our business? So that way we can not break the streak. We're trying to not break the streak of tracking what we're doing in our business every single day. That increases our awareness and it also increases our productivity and our momentum. So we want to sustain the momentum. We're running towards, we're jogging slowly towards $1 million seller. We're not going to say we're running towards it. We can be in our mind running towards it, but we need to know that this is a marathon and not a sprint. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and be the $1 million seller. It takes time, and you have to implement incremental activities every single day. You got to execute those really well in order to get there, or execute them poorly, because sometimes we stumble through this until we smooth out the rough parts. The next thing is that we are going to look at our calendar. What did we have on our calendar for our personal life, for our job, if you have a job, or for your business? These are your online calendars, your Google Calendar, your iCloud calendar, your all of those calendars that you look at. So if you've got a Yahoo calendar, whatever they happen to be, we're going to look at that calendar and see what's on there. We're going to make a note of those things so that way we are not surprised tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Nothing like waking up in the morning and going, oh my God, I'm supposed to take the kids to the dentist today. But the dog is going to the vet today. Yeah, none of that. We're not going to be surprised about our life. We're going to get organized so we can reduce those surprises. Because if we have surprises all the time, we're living in reactionary mode. We're not living our best life. We're reacting to life. And our goal is to stop reacting to life. Okay? Making better decisions every day so we can stop reacting to life and actually live a little less stress-free. Okay? Reduce the stress. Last but not least, we are going to prepare for Tuesday. We're going to pull out our schedule, our planner, and we're going to see what we had slated for Tuesday. Hopefully we built this in our weekly planning session. If you didn't build it, this is your opportunity to build your Tuesday schedule. What are the things you're going to do in your personal life? What are the things you're going to do in your business life? Personal life, it means everything. Like if the thing that you do in the morning is to get up, drink some coffee, and meditate, read the Bible, this is time that you're spending doing something that brings you joy, serves your life well. Put it on your schedule. Like if you're doing time blocks, the things you have to do with your family. Like we have a morning routine. My boys are executing the morning routine right now, and it's going to go on until roughly about 8:10, 8:15. Then in addition to that, family and household, what are those things? Health and fitness. Maybe you get up and walk in the morning. These are all things we're going to include, and we're going to include all the business stuff. What are the listing activities you're going to do today? What are the shipping related activities you're going to do today? What's the product research or the sourcing related activity? Maybe you do product research Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you do sourcing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I don't know. You know how you run your business. So what are those things that you had slated for today, or the things that you need to accomplish before the end of April? Because we're going to finish April strong together. Okay? We're walking across the finish line of April together, hand in hand. Okay? So we're going to build that schedule, make sure that we make a note of the most important things so that everything goes wrong in the day, something happens. One of the kids hurts themselves at the gym. This has happened to me. I had to go pick up Tony because he had stitches in his forehead. He needed to get stitches in his forehead. Something happened in school. That just kind of messed up my whole schedule. But I did get some stuff done, and it's okay. Emergencies will happen. Okay, but scheduled stuff is not an emergency, and it's not a surprise anymore because we're being intentional. So the next thing we're going to do in this checklist is we are going to talk about this morning. We're getting up. We're doing whatever our preliminary morning routine is. And if this is the morning routine, then good morning to you. I'm glad you're here. So the first thing we're going to do is, after we do whatever our regular morning routine is, we're going to do step one. Step one is to review yesterday. We're going to go through and assess yesterday. Why are we doing this twice? Because we want to build a better Monday schedule for the future. Our goal is to get more efficient and more effective at building better schedules so that way our days flow a lot easier. They're not clunky, they're not stressful, the anxiety goes down. If you don't like time blocks, that's fine. Build a checklist that is morning, afternoon, and evening. Write down the things you're going to get accomplished in your life and in your business in the mornings, the afternoons, and the evenings. The goal is not to live a reactionary life. The goal is to live a stress-free life where possible. Stress is going to exist in our world. That's just the reality. But the types of stress, we don't have to live all anxious all the time. Okay? So we're going to reassess and build a better schedule by waking up fresh and looking at Monday, making sure that we've thought through and we've included everything because we want to be able to build a better schedule next month or next Monday. Next thing, step 2 of this process is we're going to review our weekly priorities and weekly habits. Again, this is the last full week in April. So we're going to do step 2 and step 3 together, which is also take a glance at our monthly goals. So the reason we're looking at that is because whatever is not checked off on our weekly priorities or our monthly goals, especially the monthly goals, we've got to incorporate it into this week. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to get these things done for the month of April. Otherwise, we don't finish those things for the month of April. Now, we're not trying to stress ourselves out about this. If you had 20 things on your list for the month of April and you are only at 4, we're not trying to squeeze all 16 into this week. That is unrealistic, and we're going to make a mental note of that. There could have been things that happened to you earlier this month that were completely outside of your control, and we are going to allow grace and mercy for that. Okay? But we are going to increase our awareness so that maybe some of those things we can squeeze into this week so that instead of having 4 things done for the month of April, we got 5. Hey, we're going to celebrate those 5. All right. So we're going to glance at our weekly priorities, weekly habits, and our goals for the month. And we may have to make some adjustments to today based on the information that we saw in step 2 and step 3. Step 4 of this process is we are going to review our schedule for Tuesday. We reviewed it last night. We're going to review it this morning because what we did was we reviewed it right before we went to bed. Our subconscious mind was thinking about it all night long, actually starting to, like the Matrix, put together sort of a schedule and all the puzzle pieces in our brain so that way it can hand it over to our conscious mind when we wake up. So we're reading this schedule for today. We know what it says. We're going to read it out loud. We're going to speak it to ourselves, or we may have to rewrite it, but we're going to read it, write it, speak it, so that way we can execute today's schedule. We're going to step through the schedule like butter. That's the goal. Step through the schedule like butter. We're going to do everything we can to accomplish as many things on the schedule as possible. If the schedule was way too heavy, maybe you had 30 things on the list for today, and 30 may be 100% unrealistic. 17 might be more realistic for you. Only you know, because you know what your life looks like. Our goal is to go through the schedule, and then we're going to begin executing it. Okay. So we're going to hand it off from our subconscious mind to our conscious mind and say, okay, you have the baton, go run with it. Let's go get this stuff done. And then last but not least, step 5 of this process is we are going to write out the preliminary schedule or read the preliminary schedule for Wednesday. Again, we're increasing our awareness of what's coming up so we get rid of all these surprises that we've had in our life, because either we're a procrastinator, we're just walking around life and just not really aware of what's happening. We got all these reminders, but we're not really using them in any kind of effective way. So the goal is to change that, fix that, change it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and write out. We're not going to invest a bunch of time in that because we're going to go through tomorrow's schedule tonight. So we're just writing out some preliminary stuff so that way, if there are some things that we want to try and get done for the month of April, we need to try and get done for the month of April, it gets moved. Okay. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to increase our awareness about future disruptions or disruptions that are coming up. So here's the deal. School is going to be out May the 20th. For me. I don't know what school is out for you guys, but school's out for us May the 20th. We have no more days off from school from now until the end of the week. So the end of the year. So the end of the school year. So I've got 3.5 weeks before I refer to them as James Brown and Rick James are going to be home. Those are my boys. So that is not their names. So I got 3 weeks to get a bunch of things done that I know that my productivity is going to go down. I'm not going to say significantly, but there's going to be a dip in my productivity once they are home for spring break. Sorry, summer break. So if that's the case, don't be surprised by that. Plan for it. You got 3 weeks to make the magic happen, Nicole. Okay? And I don't know when your kids are out of school, even if you have kids. But if you do, this is the time to be thinking about that. So for me, this week is all about thinking about or executing stuff over the next 3.5 weeks. That's what this week is about. And it's also about making sure I'm 100% ready for Prime Day. Because even if I'm not selling on Amazon, but I am, even if I'm not selling on Amazon, all platforms are going to get a bump because of Prime Day. Do I know exactly when Prime Day is going to happen? Absolutely not. Do we have a couple of hints that have been sprinkled out into the universe? Yeah. So it potentially is going to happen that first or the second full week in July, like Monday and Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see if we're right. We'll see if we're wrong. It would not hurt us to order inventory and to be ready for it. We're also going to be preparing for back to school because as soon as the kids are out of school, they go back 11 weeks later. So people are going to be buying stuff. That doesn't necessarily mean school supplies. That can mean clothes. That can mean backpacks. That can be covers for phones and things like that. It could be any number of things. And we're not just talking about kids going to elementary school, middle school, or high school. We could be talking about going to college. So I am going to increase my awareness right now about the things that are going to happen 3.5 weeks from now because of the fact that I know it's going to impact my productivity. I am going to be preparing this weekend to make adjustments and revisit my summer schedule so that way I know that I can make adjustments to where I'm going to have to in order to maintain or sustain some level of productivity so that I'm not frustrated at myself. So an example would be maybe one of the things you said you're going to do is create 10 listings a day. Well, if your kids are home, realistically, it may make more sense to adjust that down to 6 or 7 listings a day. It's okay. I'm still going to sustain creating listings. I'm just going to reduce the number. So I don't know what your goals are. Maybe you're a person and you come up with, 6 or 8 private label products, a month. And maybe you may need to make adjustments while your kids are home and reduce that from 6 to 8 down to 4 to 5. And it's okay. You're still going to continue to keep your business moving while your kids are at home. You can also work on your strategies for what you're going to be doing with your VAs or getting a VA so you can maintain your current productivity level. And these are not surprises. We are actually planning for these things. And if the kids are going to be gone for a summer break, like my kids are going to be gone for a week, yay. Again, your productivity can take a little bit of a rise during that window. So we're planning for things that are going to impact, distract, interrupt our schedule in the future. We're planning for them now. And we're making adjustments to prepare for that interruption. That's what we're doing. So I would encourage you to do that, do some advanced planning, and think through the next 3 to 4 months of your life and of your business because they are not separate. As much as most people like to plan things around, this is what I do in my business and blah, blah, blah. The reality is, if you have a family, you have people who love you, people that you love, or people that you take care of, or if you got pets, look, you're going to have to incorporate them into your life. Your business is part of your life. Your family or your pets are part of your life. Your friends are part of your life. It's all together. Okay. There's segment pieces of it throughout the day, but it's all part of your life. So with that being said, I hope this is helpful to you. My name is Nicole Whitlock. My passion is helping people on their e-commerce journey to becoming $1 million seller. So if that is you, I am there for you. You can join us every day, hopefully, we'll see, at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time in the e-commerce planning Facebook group, on Clubhouse, and also on Instagram. Maybe, we'll see. And you can download the daily checklist directly from the e-commerce planning Facebook group. And I would encourage you to grab the e-commerce planner. You can grab that at myecommplanner.com. Directly, you can get the digital version or you can get the book version. I prefer and recommend the book version. In addition to that, you can join eCom Sellers Academy if you feel like you need some ongoing support on your e-commerce journey. We cover everything from Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify, Walmart, drop shipping, print on demand, private label, white label, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, thrifting. We cover them all wholesale. We cover them all. So, in any case, I hope this is helpful to you. I hope it's a blessing to you. If this was helpful, please share it out to a friend. Join us tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow's topic is. It's probably time management. So join us tomorrow as we go through this journey again. And I am going to sign off and wish you a highly productive, successful, focused day. We're going to say goodbye for now. Bye, y'all.